What's going on, everyone? All right, different type of video this week from me. Now, I've been doing a lot of reviews as of late, phones, laptops, cameras, repeat, and I got a lot more products on the way too. A lot more exciting products I can't wait to show you. But I thought it'd be a great time to maybe answer some questions and show you what's inside my camera bag, because I get a lot of those questions on YouTube by the comments and on Instagram as well. So I thought, let's just do a video and talk about it. So anyway, here's what's in my camera bag for the first half of 2020. Here we go. All right, so the first question I get asked pretty much, I think it might be the most question I get asked out of all my camera reviews is, what backpack am I carrying, right? Because I think we all want to find a good backpack, you know, and it took me a long time to find this. I searched online, I watched a lot of the reviews, I read a lot of blogs, and then I came across this backpack and I just said, you know what? This is a great daily backpack for cameras. And it is the Gitzo Century Traveler backpack. Now, this is the one I've been carrying pretty much on me for the past year plus. And the one thing I like about it, as you can tell, is it doesn't look like a camera backpack at all. It kind of looks like a Samsonite backpack when you kind of look at it. But this part right here, you unzip it. This is where you put your tripod in. And then on back here, you've got your laptop sleeve here. And then you've got a tiny pouch here where you can put some stuff in like that. And then you've got your quick pouches on the side where you can put lenses and you can change the shape of the padding and the partitions how you want to do it. This is a really cool backpack in the sense that it's lightweight, it's really well made. The one thing is I don't want to scream I have a cameras with me when I'm traveling overseas, because sometimes I'm traveling to certain countries that, not to say they're not safe, but you know, you want to be as indiscreet as possible, you know what I mean? Because you never know when you're walking on the streets, anything can happen. With a bag like that, I'm pretty much good to go. I've stuffed this thing up way more than I should have. Case in point, if you haven't seen my Fujifilm GFX 100 review, all the lenses that I reviewed on that, which were some were very long and some were just very short, were all put in this backpack. Plus I had a Sony a7R IV as well, because I was doing a comparison video at the same time I was shooting that. My bag was heavy. It was really heavy, but it withstood it. But I would recommend don't put that much in this backpack. Maybe a few lenses and a body, and you're good to go. Anyway, if you want to check out this backpack, if you're in Singapore, Cathay Photo, they've been a great supporter of the channel and of me, especially when it comes to getting products for review. So do check them out, Cathay Photo, for the Gitzo Century Traveler backpack. All right, now let's talk about cameras, because the next question I usually get asked is, what camera do I own? What camera system do I own? Well, here's the thing. I don't own a digital camera system. Not yet. I need to get one. I'm using currently a Sony A9 II, which is on loan for review to film this. But I do need to get one. But the camera that I actually own is a film camera, and you've seen it in a couple of reviews. It is the Leica MP a la carte black paint film camera. There's an interesting story behind this. I actually probably should do a video on this. I should. A lot of people have asked me to do a video on this camera because it is quite unique, and it's not rare, but you don't see them every day. But it is, once you pick up this camera, you understand why Leica is Leica. And obviously when it comes to image quality and stuff like that, look, a film camera is a film camera. You know, lenses do make a bigger difference, but it's not like a digital camera nowadays, you know? So that is really up to the film that you're using, your photography skills, and the lens. But wow, it is a beautiful camera. It's brass, it's heavy. This thing's a weight, and I love it. I don't take it out that much with me because I don't want to scratch up the black paint as much as I possibly can. I want to keep it as pristine as I can, but I really like it. I have the Voigtlander 50 1.2 on this. It's a great lens. I also have a story with my journey of the 50s. This is my fourth 50mm lens. And I wasn't looking to get the Voigtlander. It was sort of an in-between lens because I wanted to get a Noctilux after I sold my Summilux 1.4 spherical. And I ended up getting this, which takes great photos. Honestly, for the price of this lens, it's fantastic. Honestly, if you put it next to the Summilux side-by-side comparison, you wouldn't know the difference. I do miss that Leica Summilux lens. I really do. I wish I didn't sell it, but it is what it is. Lessons learned in the journey of lens shopping when you're in this world, because you will sometimes have a great lens that you like, yeah, but I want something better. But then you realize you had the best lens for you at the time. Moving on, let's talk about the digital cameras that I'm currently using that are in my backpack. Now, I don't put all these cameras in my backpack at the same time. Of course, I can't because of the size of the backpack, but these are cameras that I'm currently carrying around with me. Now, the Sony A9 II that I'm filming on, I have been testing that out for a review coming up very soon. Also, I guess I can show you this one because, I mean, it's been announced and there have been some videos on it. I can't give you a full review on it because I've been embargoed on that, but here it is. Nikon Z7 with the 70-200 f2.8. I can't tell you much about the lens. You have to wait for the review. I've already shot it a long time ago, just waiting for the go-ahead from Nikon. But, wow. Can I say that? I'll just say that. I'll just say that. Wow. And I really enjoy the Nikon series. I know the Z7 and the Z6 aren't the favorites among a lot of the YouTubers out there for whatever reasons, but honestly speaking, it's a really good camera system, and I think it just sort of got a bad rap because maybe it didn't come out with the, you know, the prime lenses that everybody was hoping for. But when you try the 70-200 f2.8, I think your mind will change. Okay, another camera I've been actually going back to again, and this camera is one I've been carrying around me because I'm going to do a follow-up review on it, is the Panasonic S1R. And this is a camera that I have really grown to like a lot. And I really liked it when I did the initial review on it. And I had it with me for quite some time after that. And then I just got it back along with the Panasonic S1H, which we'll be doing a review on as well. But for photography and video, man, this is a fantastic camera. And I like the fact that Panasonic has really been pretty aggressive with their updates to improve the functionality of the S1, S1R, and of course the S1H. Now, people will compare it, of course, to the Leica SL2, and I have not tried the SL2 since my initial review, or first impressions, I should say, because we were told not to do a review on that camera because the firmware wasn't ready, and it's still not ready yet, from what I understand. But the SL2 is probably one of the best built, best feeling cameras that I have ever held in my hand. But I have to give Panasonic credit that the functionality in the S1R and the S1 is really, really good. The autofocusing is getting better. You know, the features in this are improving. I just really like this camera system. And I mean, it's unfortunate that the camera got a bad rap in the sense that it came out at the beginning where it was priced really high and it really kind of turned off a lot of potentially new customers. And I understand why Panasonic did it, but you know, when you're comparing it with Sony and like that, it's kind of tough. And I think Panasonic probably will, I mean, they have adjusted their prices and I think they'll probably adjust it a little bit more as the time goes on. But yeah, look out for this. But I've been carrying this around with me for quite some time and I really like it. And I'm also testing out some of the new lenses with the S1R. So the 70-200 f2.8, the 1635, yeah, all those lenses I'll be doing a review on as well. So look out for that. But very, very good camera. Okay, and this other one I've been carrying around, and you saw a review on this recently, is the Fujifilm X-T4. This is probably one of my favorite Fujifilm cameras that I've used thus far. The build quality on the X-T4, and I'm not the only one that feels this way. I gave it to another friend who's a Fujifilm ex-ambassador, and he said the same thing. It really feels good in the hand, and this is a really solid camera. All right, now also on this camera, you probably noticed that I have these little red circles right here on each side, and I've been asked this a few times in a number of the comments on YouTube. What are those things exactly? Actually, these are quick release clips by Peak Design, and they go to the strap. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. This is the strap. Now it comes in a variety of different colors, and here is the clip insert here. So you just basically set in there, pull, lock it in, sit in, pull, lock in, and as you can see, it's very, very durable. This thing is not going anywhere at all. Also, if you want to take it off, it's very easy, a one-handed operation. So you just press down, push back, take off the strap, and there you go. So that is the Peak Design clips that I have on my cameras, and you've probably seen it on other cameras as well. So let's talk about audio for a second, because this is a question I get asked a lot. What kind of audio system am I using? And it depends on the situation and the location. Now, I'm in my home studio, which is a very controlled environment, so I can run with a 2.4 gigahertz system. So I'm using the Deity Duo RX, and that is synced wirelessly to my Deity S Mic 2S with the HDTX on a boom mic right above me here. So that's where you're getting that audio from. Now, but when I'm out in the field, sometimes a 2.4 gigahertz system won't work, or there'll be some interferences that come into play. Now, I know a lot of the system companies out there saying, oh, they're working around it with, jumping frequencies or whatever have you. Honestly speaking, it sometimes works and sometimes it doesn't. So I rely on, when it comes to that, the Sennheiser AVX system. So basically this connects to the camera, this is the body pack, lavalier connected to it, and you're good to go. I like this system because it's a 1.9 gigahertz system, so it's much better outside. It's very, very easy to set up. So you don't necessarily have to go into the camera to adjust all the volume settings within the camera. You can actually do a lot of it right through this device, and so it doesn't clip or peak or anything else like that. It's fantastic. And Sennheiser is really known for that. So, and for my lavalier, I use the Deity, the W Lav Pro mic. So it's like, I think a 4mm mic. It's nude color, really good. This is a fantastic mic that I use when I'm outside because it's nude color. So it kind of blends. If I want to tape it on my chest, it's great. And the audio quality is fantastic, and it's sweat proof. So, and water resistant. So no issues at all with that. Now, another audio device that I use, actually it's two of them here. It's called the Smart Mic Plus by Sabentech. And these are really cool because what they are is, they connect via Bluetooth. So one is a transmitter, one's a receiver. You just basically just clip it on your shirt like this. Very similar to like the Rode mic, right? But be like this. You can choose the black one if you want to wear a black shirt and be more incognito. Or you can hold it into your hand, and it gives you really good audio, connects to your smartphone or to your camera system, and it comes with all that in the package, so you have the right audio input jacks for that. It's a really good system in the sense that it's easy to carry around. I mean, look at it, it's small, it's tiny. And I mean, when I record stuff on it, people are like, wow, the mic sounds really good for what it is, and it is, not too bad. Obviously, it's going to be an audiophile mic? No, but it does the job, especially if you're recording on a smartphone. So I use it sometimes when I'm doing that, because one thing that I have noticed, and I'm sure you guys have noticed as well, is, especially during this time of everyone doing these workout videos or doing all these Instagram lives and everything else, is that they're using their phones and the audio is sometimes not the best. That's why you want to get a little mic system like this, where it really makes things better. Now, another mic that I like to use when I'm on the go is the Deity D3 Pro. Now, I like it for a variety of reasons. First off, it's lightweight. It's quite small for its size. Easy to throw into a backpack. You don't need a big case like this, but that's how it comes when you get it from Deity. I like that you have a gain control knob on this. You charge it by USB-C. You can adjust the mic on the hot shoe a variety of different ways. So if you want to, let's say, do photography while you're doing video, you don't have to worry about getting hit in the head with the mic. You can just push it forward and you're good to go. Also, one of the key things about this mic, which is really cool, and I applaud Deity on this, is that with other brands out there, if you want to use it on your smartphone or your tablet or your laptop, the cable that usually comes with these mics goes directly to cameras. It's designed for that. But what Deity's done is they've given you a cable that does everything. So I can hook this up to an iPhone, an Android phone, an iPad, my laptop. I can use it for Zoom calls. I can use it for IG Lives, all that, just with one cable. And of course, you need the adapters depending on the phone that you're using. But it does make it a lot easier. So hats off to Deity for thinking about these things. And what SD cards do I use? I actually use these Sony Tough cards. The reason I like these cards is they're durable. They're the fastest UHS-2 cards out there on the market. So if I'm bouncing between cameras, I don't have to worry about the speed or any issues like that, especially when it comes to buffering. And so, yeah, these cards work out well. So I have the Joby one that I use as well too. This is the video series, so it actually has two separate arms that connect here. So you can attach like lights or something else to that. And I used to see a lot of people use the Joby for quite some time and I never got onto it. But then once I did get it, I got it before the whole lockdown situation happened because I knew I was gonna be doing a home studio setup and I needed something that was not as big as my Gitzo tripod. And this has been a great little companion to have. So I do recommend these, and this is a big enough one that it can pretty much carry any camera on it. I put a 1DX Mark III on it, no issues at all. So this Joby GorillaPod or tripod or whatever they call it now, it's a good buy to get. And that's pretty much what I carry with me on a day-to-day basis in terms of my camera bag. Now, obviously, I can't throw all that in at one go, but this is how I rotate thus far. And you know, I mean, I do have a larger camera bag that when I do travel overseas, I have the Peak Design, I think it's the travel backpack, the really big one. and I have the different compartments that you can put inside of it. And that's great. I mean, I can put a lot of gear in that, but it's very, very heavy and the straps are not that comfortable. The Gitzo by far is my favorite backpack, and I really just love carrying this thing around. And even when I'm not carrying cameras around, I just use it as a daily backpack too, because it just fits my needs right now. There you have it. That's kind of what I'm carrying right now. First half of 2020, I'm guessing once we get out of this whole lockdown situation here in Singapore, get back out there in the field and start shooting some more pictures and, you know, getting into that creative vibe again, things are gonna change a little bit, and then we'll probably do an update video later on in the year. All right, guys, so with that, hit me up in the comments section below. Let me know your thoughts. Any questions you have on the gear that I've been using, let me know. With that though, be safe out there. Follow us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, like this video, and we will talk to you soon. Take care.